everyone. Today we are here with Rishabh Bad. Basically, this is my IELTS student, and he has got very good band score. Like he has got overall 8 band scores. And Rishabh, many congratulations to you first of all. Many congratulations because I'm very happy that you have got very good bands in IELTS Academy. Basically, like 8 band is like lot of, I would say, right? And I would just like to ask you that, okay, how was the experience like while you give, went to give your exam, basically your file. So how was the experience basically? Could you please just
Thank you so much. First of all, and thank you so much for giving this opportunity, and also many thanks for congratulating me. It was not possible without your support and guidance. And if we talk about the experience that I received while giving the IELTS exam, so overall the experience was very pleasant,
Hmm.
and the infrastructure, the center, the exam center where I had given. So the infrastructure, the services, the faculty was overall good, and it was so smooth. The whole process was so smooth from entering the hall and giving the exam and exiting. So overall,
Hmm.
so smooth and pleasant. So it was a very good experience.
All right. Okay. So Rishabh, have you given CBT or pen paper? Like which
Ma'am,
type of files you have given basically?
ma'am, I have given CV.
CBT. So, like, how was the experience in that? Like, some of time you would always keep asking me, मैम क्या करना चाहिए, CBT दूं या फिर पेन पेपर वाला दूं, तो किस में ज्यादा comfortable हूँ? Now you have chosen, I guess, CBT. So, how would you like face and like that? How was the things basically?
Yeah, yes, ma'am. So, like everyone, I also had some doubts while giving CVT
Hmm.
because while preparing, I was using pen and pencil mode.
Hmm.
And so, I mean, it was so confusing for me, like if I'm giving CVT based
Hmm.
and how will I type the answers and how will, while my main concern was for listening, that for listening, we have to simultaneously listen and see the monitor and also typing the answers. So I was very confused about it and have
Hmm.
some doubt. But as CBT is the quickest mode to get the results quickly, so I thought to go through with this mode only. And to my surprise, it was very good. And while giving the exam, I do not face any problem while typing and listening. And audio was perfect. Listening was the answer means while typing the answer is what so smooth. Previously, I thought it would be tough, but it was quite good. So it was basically not as tough that we think it as, but it was so smooth. The process was smooth.
Okay, all right. So, guys, I would like to like tell you something that Rishabh is always used to be asked lot of questions. ऋषभ को बहुत ज्यादा डाउट होते थे कि मैम ऐसे कैसे है, मतलब इतना ज्यादा टाइम दिया जाता था, लाइक वी हैव बीन गिवन अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम ऑफ इवन आई एम टेकिंग डाउट सेशन सेपरेटली. तो डाउट सेशन में तो ऋषभ के क्वेश्चन होते ही थे, वैसे भी ऋषभ के बहुत सारे क्वेश्चन होते थे. एंड द डे व्हेन ऋषभ हैव शेयर्ड हिज रिजल्ट, बेसिकली आई थॉट कि आज भी ऋषभ ऋषभ का कोई क्वेश्चन ही होगा कि मैम ये क्लास है या नहीं है. बट आई वाज टू सरप्राइज एंड टू हैप्पी टू सी योर रिजल्ट, ऋषभ. तो मुझे ये बताओ दैट हाउ इज लाइक दिस डाउट्स क्लियरिंग, लाइक क्लियरिंग योर डाउट्स एंड आई वुड से योर क्वेरीज, बेसिकली हाउ डज इट हेल्प यू इन योर प्रिपरेशन?
Thank you so much, ma'am. So, ma'am, as you rightly said that I was means I had so many queries and so many questions to ask. It was basically because the nervousness that I had before appearing for the exam, and as it was first time to give for me to give this IELTS exam. So I had many doubts and many concern about myself only that maybe I could crack it or not, and if I maybe if I can get good marks or a sufficient band or not. And for that matter, ma'am, I'm very blessed to get a mentor like you because you were always a call away while listening to me and attending my queries. And I remember correctly that I had many queries that were very childish and means I know the answer of them of those questions, but ultimately I went to ask you the same questions, but you patiently supported me, you patiently listened, you patiently calm my nerves also, while giving those answers and resolving them. And apart from sessions, also the sessions, the doubt sessions that were very wonderful. They were very what I say. They were very result oriented, because the whole doubt that I get from my practice and giving mock tests, so those doubts you already resolve them in the session. But apart from doubt sessions, whenever I had some query, and even I remember that I used to message you at 11 p.m. also, and you used to give them the response that you have at that time. Also, you attend those questions at that late night also. So you were
That's
very
my
supportive, ma'am.
very
So
yeah. That's
you
why
are so
because
kind.
you have got 8 bands overall, you have got 9 bands reading. Like it is too surprising because 9 out of 9 band is reading is like fab. Means I know मुझे पता है अभी भी जब when I used to be check your papers and all like you always used to be while practicing 5.5 6.5 but when I saw your result oh my god I was too surprised कि ऋषभ को 9 out of 9 band आया in reading right? It was too surprisingly. But the thing is that you were also very, very consistent, Rishabh. I must say. Tabhi to, like I was, able to accountable to you, I guess. Right? Because you were very concerned कि ma'am इसका doubt बता दो, इसका question बता दो. Doubts and I would say questions are very, very important. Right? I would just like to
Right.
tell you all that if you are keep asking, ma'am, just tell me this, that, like that, it definitely helps. Right? If you're not aware about something and you're not asking, that won't be work. Right? So I
Right, ma'am.
hope YourPedia is successful to make you successful in your eyes basically because you were very very concerned, ma'am. How would I do it? कैसे होगा? क्या होगा? So I hope like we will work for that कि आपकी help हो गई है properly and you
Yes,
have
ma'am.
got that right.
Definitely, ma'am. YourPedia is a good platform for the beginners like me, who
Hmm.
haven't given IELTS, who don't have any prior information of how to prepare,
Hmm.
and how to be a to the point of answering those questions
Hmm.
within a limited period of time. So YourPedia is a good platform, and as I said earlier, that I am blessed that you were my mentor, because, ma'am,
Thank
means
you.
I think that the means how one mentor is,
Hmm.
the it is reflected in the result for that candidate. So the mentor should be, I think it should be like you only. So it is very important to have a mentor like you, because you always have the patience. Means I
Hmm.
know that some mentors are there who don't have some patience. If
Hmm.
we or someone continuously asking the same question or same doubt,
Hmm.
so they sometimes they get
Irritated
frustrated
or
or
like
irritated.
yeah.
Yes, ma'am. But it
I
was
get
not
that.
with it. It was not in case of you, because you calmly listen, you calmly attend those queries. You do not means you know that you are the mentor, and you know that you have to guide us, but you know that you have that knowledge, but we do not have. So but you come to our level, and then you try to make us understand
Hmm.
on our level, not from your perspective, but from my perspective. If I talk about my personally, so you always resolve them at my on my perspective, so that I can understand those answers, I can understand that particular pattern of question, and I
Hmm.
can answer it thoroughly after understanding. So it gets much easier when you understand that particular question or that exam pattern, and you know that okay, if some same pattern is coming, you know the how to handle it, how to tackle that question. So then it gets easy for candidate like
Students
us.
we get yeah obviously.
Yes, and
So
to
overall,
get
it was a good experience, right? Like you have
uh,
got what you want. Because I feel that I believe, Rishabh, that 8 bands is like fabulous band for the student who is doing IELTS academic. Because
right.
8777 is the requirement for GT. Whereas 8 bands for IELTS academic is very, very, I would say, brilliant band. And I'm too surprised to be sick and very happy that my student has got this kind of band. So I just want to ask you, Rishabh, like how much time you have took to prepare for this IELTS basically? Like you have
So,
taken
ma'am,
sessions and all like that. So how much time you have taken?
yes, ma'am. Ma'am, as I am a working professional,
Hmm.
and uh, I used to get on my shift for the work, so I didn't get much time, but I have started it in I think at last uh, last week of July, I think I have enrolled it, or
Hmm.
I have started attending your session or
Hmm.
the materials that you used to send us. And so from there, as I get some busy schedule also due to the work,
Hmm.
so I eventually I normally in the initial phase, I do not get much time to attend the classes, but I can say that I have properly prepared for 1.5 months for before appearing in the exam.
All right. Okay. So, like, how you have prepared basically? It's just for time, like it's 1.5 months, or let's say, like 1.5 months basically. But when I asked to, like, how you have prepared, what are the strategies you have, like taken into consideration while you're preparing for IELTS basically?
So, ma'am, my first strategy was being taught by you that uh, you have to practice more
Hmm.
and you have to give mock tests more and more. And
Hmm.
so that was my basic strategy to practice as much as I can. So
Hmm.
I had given many mock tests, I had given many practice, I have attended many practice sessions also. And apart from this, you had also uh, uh, give us those materials of practicing the questions, practicing the that patterns, the particular patterns for reading, listening, writing.
Hmm.
So those were also helpful for me. And apart from that, ma'am, I used to if I talk about particular for reading, so if I used to give the mock test on the internet or on YouTube, and then I try to gather the answers for those questions. And I do not go for the score that I have received, but I go for uh, the questions that are wrong, means the
Hmm.
answers that were wrong committed by me. So I used to analyze those wrong answers and the question patterns, and then I try to understand those questions and the answers, why the answer was that, and what I had understand why that answer was not that I have
Hmm.
committed. So basically, after some time, it gives me experience that how some questions are there, how the some patterns are mainframe from the IELTS side. So that keeps me going on in helping me in resolving my doubt and building my experience and gaining some knowledge or information how to tackle those questions. So that was a simple
Hmm.
strategy that I have followed.
Okay, that's good. That's good. So my last question to you is, Rishabh, like, when you have booked your IELTS exam, basically, like, how many days prior you have booked your IELTS exam, so that we can, our audience would really like to know that when you have to be booked your IELTS exam. When you have booked your IELTS exam, basically.
Ma'am, I have booked 2 weeks prior of
Okay.
to giving the exam. So
Hmm.
before that, ma'am, I have actually analyzed myself and my capability if I can get that, or
It means
before
we have to check
applying.
ourselves as well. Means we have to
Yes,
check,
ma'am.
we have to analyze ourselves that okay, are we ready or not? After that, we
Right,
can.
ma'am.
Okay, that's good.
Right, ma'am.
That's okay. So Rishabh, overall it was very good experience. Even I have very good experience to like to mentor you basically because you were also very consistent student, I would say, like who used to be study in that kind of concern. And hope you have got your band whatever you have required, right? Even you have
Thank you
got
so much.
more than that. I think your requirement is 6.5, right?
Yes, ma'am. For the master's, it was 6.5 required, and
Hmm.
actually, I was targeting for 7,
Hmm.
and by God's grace, I think I have
Yeah,
received
obviously you
some.
were targeting 7, but you have got 8 marks.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
reading is like fabulous, I would say, because reading is something, yes, I can expect that listening you can get 9 out of 9 marks. But reading is very difficult. 8.5 you can get it out. But 9 out of 9 means you have practiced a lot. मीन्स आपने
Yes,
बहुत ज्यादा ही इतने सारे क्वेश्चंस या कुछ सॉल्व किया होगा आपको पता लगी स्ट्रैटेजीज द डाउट जब हमेशा पूछते रहते थे मैम ये ट्रू फॉल्स नॉट गिवन है ये कैसे है तो ये कैसे करना है दैट्स रियली आई थिंक हेल्प यू आउट आल्सो राइट
right,
सो
ma'am. Right, ma'am.
आफ्टर
Absolutely.
लाइक व्हेन आई सो योर रिजल्ट आई आल्सो फेल्ट कि ठीक है जितने डाउट क्वेश्चन पूछे बहुत ही वर्थ था लाइक आई एम सो हैप्पी कि ऋषभ के सबसे ज्यादा बैंक है बिकॉज यू नो दैट यू वर नॉट देयर एक्चुअली Sonali Meghna, where a lot of students have very good, like very good bands, I would say 8.5, 8, every student. But the I would say shocking and surprising thing is that you have got 9 out of 9. because nobody have got the full out of full band in any single module. That was good, very good. So I think
Yes,
you
ma'am.
are left with your, further process, and you are still within your pedia, right?
Yes, ma'am. Right, ma'am.
Okay. So we are very happy to assist you, basically, Rishabh. And in future, just be in touch with us. I think your some of the processes still left, so you can be in touch with us. And if you have any query with me, any question or any help, you can find it out with me. So you can contact me like accordingly. Whenever मैम एक doubt है, एक question है, तो वो चीज अब अभी भी वो चीज हो सकती है, ठीक है?
For
तो
sure,
never
ma'am.
take
Yes.
it कि आइल्स हो गई है तो ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. I was always like I would be always welcoming you all your doubts and मैं हमेशा से ये कहती थी कि ऋषभ के डाउट्स हमेशा वेलकम है क्योंकि वो सबसे
Yes,
ज्यादा
ma'am.
लाइफ में
Right, ma'am.
पूछता है, राइट? उसके
Right,
डाउट्स
ma'am.
हमेशा वेलकम है और वो चीज आपको बहुत ज्यादा आई थिंक इट वुड बी रियली हेल्पफुल टू यू एज वेल, ऋषभ,
It helped me a lot, ma'am. It helped me a lot. Those
राइट?
doubts in starting when I used to ask questions, so I used to think that why am I asking these very childish doubts to ma'am? Maybe I don't know what impression I'm
So Rishabh,
getting
when it
from.
comes to be grabbing knowledge or कुछ भी है, when you have to be grabbing, तो no, there's no point of to be how does it impression or like that. You don't
Right, ma'am.
and you want to know. It means you have to be getting that thing, right? And I'm your mentor. That's my duty to be accountable to you basically, and you're answering to me. That is something.
Absolutely, ma'am.
Okay, and सबसे ज्यादा एक mentor, एक teacher ही खुश होता है when his or her student is getting two good bands and two good results, right?
Right, ma'am.
So
Right, ma'am.
YourPedia is so happy to be assist you basically, and we are very thrilled to be see your result basically. Many congratulations again. All
Thank you
right.
so much, ma'am. Again, thank you so much, ma'am.
Yeah. Any question, Rishabh? Anything you want to share basically at the end?
Ma'am, I'll just advise everyone or whoever watching this session.
Hmm.
So just have your doubts and resolve them. Ask your doubts. Do not hesitate in asking your doubts. Always have the doubts, and you have to practice to get those doubts. Without practice, you won't get those doubts,
Hmm.
and you will be like, okay, I will do it at
Hmm.
the exam time only. I don't have to practice. But believe me, practice is much important,
Hmm.
and so asking the doubt is. So you have to ask your doubts, and as your doubts would be resolved, then you will be able to gain that experience and knowledge of resolving the question and tackle those questions. So it will help you very much in the IELTS exam. It will help you.
Thank you so much, Rishabh, for your valuable I would say advice. Thank you very much. It was a
Thank you
great
so much.
experience to mentor you basically. Thank you very much, Rishabh.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.